this video we're going to take a look at how to insert pictures and edit pictures in a Word document. Let's say I want the picture to occur at the beginning of this paragraph or between these two paragraphs. First of all, go to the Insert tab in Word 2010, and in the Illustrations group click on Picture, and we should have some sample pictures here that are on every computer, and let's see if we can find, let's insert this one. And that's kind of a big picture. You notice a couple of things happen. We see handles around the picture, round handles on the corners, square handles on the sides. If you grab a corner and resize it, you preserve the aspect ratio. The proportions of the picture stay the same. Let's undo that. And let's also move the indentation back over to the left here. But if you want to squish the picture, you can grab one of the sides or you can grab the top, and most of the time you're probably not going to want to do that. Let's undo that with a Control-Z. And there's also this little green handle here, and if you just take your mouse and kind of move it around in a circle on the mouse pad, you can rotate this picture any way that you want. And we must have rotated it so much that there wasn't room for it on the previous page. Let's do a Control-Z and bring it back up here. And let's take a quick look at some of the options here. We've got a bunch of picture styles. If you click on the More button here, this does a live preview, so if you just pause and wait a second or so, you'll see what the picture is going to look like. And so you can do quite a bit of formatting here without ever leaving Word. Before this feature was added to Word, if you wanted to format your picture, you had to go to some type of a photo or image editing program and use that, and then import the picture into Word. So Word lets you do quite a few edits, and you may not have to ever leave Word to edit a picture that you want to use in one of your Word documents. Okay, let's resize this a little bit so it fits on the screen a little better. And a little bit more. There we go. Now we can actually see some of the text down below. And I think I'm going to get rid of that reflection there. I think that's a little too much. So let's try this. And okay. So those are the styles. We can also put a border around it if we want to. And we're not getting much of a border here because it's pretty thin. I think you can kind of see it. But you can change the weight of your border. Now we should be able to see it easily with our live preview. Yeah, there we go. You can also change what kind of border you want around the outside, and you can do more colors if you want to. So let's just put a nice yellow border around it. That's easy to see. You've also got a bunch of built-in picture effects. You can do a bunch of different shadows, and they basically, the shadows basically just vary the direction that the light is coming from and do an appropriate shadow. You can do reflections, which I had there a little bit ago, and I decided not to do the reflection. You can make your pictures glow in different colors. Let's try a big blue one here. And on all of these, let's go back here. If you don't like what's there, you can go in here and create your own custom glow. You can do soft edges. I'm not sure how well this works with a glow. There we go. Looks like we lost most of our yellow. It kind of blurs the edges when you do that. You can also do a beveled edge, and there's a number of presets here for making your picture look kind of 3D by giving it a beveled look. And I think the fact I've got a shadow on there is probably making it, or not shadow, but soft edges. No, it must be shadow. Glow. I turn off the glow, And actually I'm going to go in, I'm going to turn off the shadow as well. And then I'm going to go to picture effects and choose bevel. And now I think if I do a live preview here, it'll be a little bit more obvious. Actually, it's not a whole lot better, is it? But it does give it kind of a 3D effect. And I think part of it might be the border I've got here as well. So let's do no outline. And now you can see a little bit more of the 3D beveled effect. You can also change the position of your picture relative to the text that flows around it. And we've got a bunch of presets here. And you can also change the way that the text wraps around it. Right now we're above and actually not quite below. This first line of the next paragraph actually shares a line with the picture. What I think you're probably most likely to want is probably either square or tight. If you do that, you can pretty much move your picture any way you want to, and it'll stay in that spot. Sometimes you put a picture someplace and you let go of the mouse and Word decides to move it. Notice also there's a little anchor character over here that's associated with the picture. When you click on the picture, the anchor appears. When you click off, it goes away. And that tells me that this picture is anchored to this paragraph. So I can go ahead and I can move this paragraph. Let's do Control X and get rid of it. I'm going to bring it back now with a Control Z. But if I take this paragraph down here and do a Control X and get rid of it, the picture goes with it because that picture was anchored to this paragraph. So that's kind of a useful little hint over there that tells you which paragraph your picture is associated with. Okay, let's go back up here to our format tools. There's a number of other ones. Crop may be useful. It gives you handles on the side. You can come in and crop out part of your picture if you want to. Just click on crop again when you're done. I'm going to do a Control Z to undo that. It looks kind of funny now. And we've also got some options over here for doing corrections, changing the brightness and contrast. These all do live previews for you, so if your brightness or contrast is messed up a little bit, you can go in here and try some of these presets. Most of the presets are probably going to be what you would want. If you don't get what you want here, you can go in and customize it a little bit more. We've also got the ability to change the color. You get a live preview on this stuff, but unfortunately most of the picture is behind the menu here, so it's kind of hard to see. But you do get a live preview on that. You've also got these artistic effects. Each one has a name. This is pencil grayscale, pencil sketch. Doesn't look so much like the trees anymore. Line drawing, chalk sketch. So there's a lot of artistic effects that you can apply to your pictures as well. And if you don't like the picture that you've got, I accidentally changed the picture there. Let's go. You can change it to something else by clicking on this button. If you want to go back to where you started, you can click on this one. It'll take you back to the original picture with no modifications, no change in size. Or it does change the size, I guess. So to get back to the original size here, you're just going to have to stretch it on your own. But it does take away all the other features that you've added as far as editing your picture. And all of these things apply. You can go in and resize it if you want to get specific sizes. All of these things apply pretty much to any graphic that you can put in Word, whether it's a picture, whether it's word art, smart art, whatever word art, just about anything that you can put into Word that's a graphic. You will get these picture tools, and it'll probably have almost all of the same tools up here that you can apply to those images as well.